All right. On today's State of Mind, let me tell you something. I have Chad Duell. I know he's been on a lot, but you guys love him so much, I have to keep bringing him back. He plays Michael on General Hospital. I'm just going to say this. He said something in 5 minutes that is so profound. And I don't say that lightly. I think you're going to just love it. I don't think, I know. It's funny. It's a funny state of mind. It's a dramatic state of mind. And it's a sexy state of mind. All right. So this is the first state of mind at the Emmys. Well, we're not at the Emmys, but what I'm doing, just so you guys know, is a whole kind of Emmy. All the nominees are coming in. Not all. Whoever decides to come in. And I'm going to talk to them about their Emmy nominations and a little bit about life, a little bit about this. So that's what we're doing. If you like what you see, hit the button right here that says subscribe. Okay, now, today we have somebody who, what can I say? Everybody loves him. I know I make fun of him and stuff, but everybody does love him, and it's like, that's why he's on for the third time. Thank you. Because he is nominated for Supporting Actor Emmy. His name is Chad, my son Michael Duell. His little mouth looks like a rooster butt.
Okay, 1 second. Maurice is finishing up this chapter.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Bam! Wow, that was riveting stuff.
Yeah, did you see the top of the book at all?
Yeah.
No, the other side. Oh. Yeah, there's something on.
New York Times bestseller.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah, man.
Oh my
God,
God,
that was a crazy chapter there. You were.
Well, what was it? Hell's on Wheels?
It was the one that you said that thing to that guy about that thing. Thank you so much for having me, Maurice. It is an honor to be here. It's absolutely
okay. Hilarious. Let's just get right into it.
Good book. Yes.
So, you got an Emmy nomination, right?
I did. Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about that?
It's all right. It's pretty cool. Yeah, actually, I was very surprised. You know, why I was so confused is because it's the first time they were they rolled them out slowly. Because honestly, this is what I thought. Because all of a sudden they announced the lead actors category, and I didn't look. I thought that was everything. I thought, did we only get nominated for?
Oh yeah, you asked me that.
Yeah, I was like, did we only get Best Actor nomination, and then the supporting? Best Actor and Best Actress. Like that's it. We only got 2 nominations.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know there. I don't know why they did that. They threw out one random one. I was like, oh geez, man, that's rough for us. Then the next day or a couple days later, me and Eden were doing a scene on set, and Frank came up, and he's like...
Frank Valentini, the executive producer.
There you go. Thank you for clarifying that. Yes. So he goes, Eden, have you been nominated for it? And she goes, yeah, well, you got nominated again. And then he goes, and Chad, for some reason, you're on here too. So I'm like, oh, whoa, really? So that was...
Well,
nice.
I'm here to give you some news. It's kind of bad.
Oh, great. Awesome.
You ready? The Academy called me.
Oh.
Because they're fans of State of Mind, and they've taken away your nomination.
Yeah. You know, and I figured that would happen. I shouldn't have been nominated in the first place. It's okay. That's all right. Well, you know, my brother actually played that prank on me. He worked at a radio station.
Yeah.
It was the year I won for supporting actor.
Right.
And he had them call me up. And the radio station goes and act like they were from the Academy, going, look, I'm so sorry, there was a mistake, and you didn't actually get nominated.
I like that.
And they were expecting me to, what, are you kidding me? I was like, okay, well, how did that happen? Like, I was so I probably made people feel really bad for me.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I had people like,
at least I gave it up quick here.
He
wanted it to keep going.
Well, for a little bit, but then I also started feeling bad because I wasn't reacting mean. I was more just like defeated.
Yeah.
Wow, really? But yeah, that was That was nice. Thanks.
This thing's falling down a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe if I sit over here like that, that's good.
Does this stuff get cut out?
No, I don't cut this out. I love having all this stuff in here. It doesn't matter. This is what's cool about state of mind. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, it's great.
Like I can go like that, and it doesn't matter.
You can blame it on bipolar.
Yeah, Maurice Benard hit his head. He was having a manic episode.
Yeah, you make a whole little.
Okay, so you feel good. It's all good. What did you use for your scene? That's just typical question. I have to do what everybody does. Just what was your?
I mean, hey, it's. I did you and there it is. And hold. Okay. Thank you.
How many me? Just me? Just one?
No, it was me and you when I was like, it was early on when our storyline was like kind of like.
Oh, at the house?
Yeah,
we were arguing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were real good. Or in the bar.
The house. It was a house. You came in.
I get it.
And I was like,
that was a good scene.
I was like, don't you get it? She
Yeah.
left you because you were slept with somebody else. And so it was good. And then I had another scene. I was talking to Dante about you, so a lot of you. And then I had a scene where I found out that Willow had leukemia.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was a long time ago. I know that storyline's that's a long one. She's still. That was like a year ago almost. How long has she had leukemia?
Oh, that's
no.
Yeah, that's I don't know, for a long time.
She had stage 4 for like a long time.
Story wise, it just keeps going. Like
But,
the
yeah,
energy.
so you were definitely in that. I think the one that won last time, the one I won, you had the gun on you.
I'm not saying anything. I mean, look, sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm not.
Sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm really good. Yeah.
So you know what I want to talk to you about?
I'm choking on my water. Yes.
I want to talk to you about. I want you to take me on a GH trip.
Okay.
Like when you first started. Obviously, we're not going to go through everything, but just you first started. What was the character? What happened with the character? You were on the stand. You killed somebody.
Well, yeah.
That was the first story?
I picked up after the last actor who played him, when he killed Claudia with an axe handle.
Okay.
And
so then we protected you? Is that the...
I had to... Well, I went to prison because they basically were doing it out of spite for you. They put me to prison because, like...
So it's always Sonny's fault,
yeah,
obviously.
It was your fault, 100%.
Yeah.
So they sent me to prison where bad things happened to me. So...
I know that, but
what was the question exactly?
No. First of all, because I remember you killed somebody, so you went and it was terrible, and we felt terrible, and then you're in prison with your best friend
Carter.
Steve Burton.
Oh yeah.
And the Carter dude, whatever. So things happen in there. It's not cool, whatever, and then you get out. Then what? What's the next thing that happened? I think I killed your father.
Well, you did. No, right when I got out, I wanted to get into the mob. I wanted to get in the business because I felt like I needed to be in control of something or have power again in some aspect, because I feel like it was completely got stripped away from me from what happened to me in prison.
Right.
And you were like, you wouldn't let it happen.
I wasn't going to let you into.
You never did. You always said to the writers and directors, you're like, no, I wouldn't. Sonny's never going to let him in the business. Like you as Maurice.
Oh, I did say that?
You were always saying that. Like, it would never happen. It wouldn't make any sense. Like, why would he let him do this?
Yeah, a father should not want the son. I don't know. Maybe in real life they do, but not.
Yeah, you were always adamant about that. So I was trying to do. But then, yes, you killed AJ, which led to me doing those scenes where I had a gun on you and I was threatening to kill you, or almost did.
Yeah.
Like had a gun pointing at you.
But then I killed your dad.
We did it before. That's what led to that. Yes.
And you forgave me for that.
Oh, here we go. I get what's happening here. I get where we're going. Yes, you killed.
No. I'm not really getting to that, but it started.
Yes. So basically, yeah, you killed my father. Yet it didn't take too long for me to forgive you. I tried to take.
But AJ wasn't. He's not a good person, right? I mean, many people say Sonny's not a good person.
Yeah, it's kind of the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah.
I don't think AJ's actually legit murdered multiple people. Aren't you a drug dealer too? He probably caused a lot of people.
Wait! He's not a drug dealer.
Don't you do cocaine?
No cocaine. No, I don't do cocaine, man. He's not a drug dealer.
Well, you thought
He smuggles. What is it?
smuggles like weapons and stuff. I thought, but I thought you also did drugs.
No, never drugs. That's one thing he's against.
Oh, why didn't I know that?
But he does hurt people.
I know.
Okay, so then I killed you. So then what happened after that? I don't remember. I just want to give some history to the people that don't know who.
I tried to take one of your baby away or something like that, didn't I? Remember I had the baby in my hands.
I don't remember anything.
Yeah, kind of. I had a baby. Which baby was it? The baby. Who's your daughter? Your daughter's
Christina?
Nope. No, the little one.
Oh, Avery?
Was it Avery? I take Avery away from you, I believe, because I said that you weren't fit because of all the stuff you've been through, and I took her, and then you got into this whole thing, and then eventually I gave her back. It was like my way of punishing you. I don't know if people really like that or not, but
I don't remember.
that was a long time ago.
You took Avery?
Yeah.
And what happened?
You were upset, and then we had some issues back and forth, but eventually I relented and gave her back to you. And then, jeez, I don't even.
That's amazing.
Some things run together because we film so much.
And then you've had women, right?
Yeah, I've had plenty of women who die. Yeah, every woman who gets near Michael, something bad happens, right? I mean, what I have? I had my first one with. You having a hard time with her?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I got it now.
My first one, Abby. She
Abby.
She had a crane that fell on her head, and on a phone call, I was like, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, she could have crane. So that she died.
Abby
had
a crane fall on her head.
Yeah.
This is crazy, man.
Yeah. No, I think she's walking.
And let's just make it clear we're not making fun of people that have cranes fall on their heads. Okay,
it's very common
because that's not what we're doing.
Pandemic out there.
But you know what I mean. When I make these are characters.
Yeah.
And it's a soap opera.
Yeah. No,
so she had a crane fall on her head.
She had a crane fall on her head.
Did you see the crane fall?
I was on the phone with her also, and she's like, "I love it," and then and she cut out. I was like, "Oh, the Willow, jeez, Abby." And I had this whole thing over. I was like freaking out. And then
how did she talk if the crane was fell on her head?
The crane's on me. No, I don't know. No, she just the phone just cut out because the crane like destroyed the phone too. I guess. No.
Oh my God! Are we on State of Mind, or is this a
regular conversation in our dressing room? No, I think so. She had a crane fall upon her, and then after that it was what's the character? The character that Kiki. Kiki.
Oh, Kiki.
You used to always make fun of her name. Kiki. You used to like
Kiki.
a bird.
That was Chris Alderson.
But before that, it was somebody else. Yeah. Then it was her. It was Chris. It was Chris. I think first. Then it was. I don't know. It got confusing. But then she just left. After that, I had. You
had nobody, bro.
No, hold on. Was it Teresa Castillo?
Oh, the Spanish girl.
Yeah, but then she got strangled to death.
Oh, she got strangled.
Of course. And
who strangled her?
Oh man.
Come on, you got to tell me who strangled her.
Was it that guy who's has like a twin brother that's like mentally deranged in like an asylum? The
long-haired dude?
No, he's not long-haired. He's a little older, and he has like a twin brother or something or I thought he was a twin brother, or it was just him that was in a psych ward. That.
Oh, John Lindstrom.
Yeah, I think it might have been John.
Yeah, you may be right. It might have been. What's his name of the character? We to forget, dude. Okay.
No, it makes sense.
I just want the audience to know this, please. I don't remember anything but 50 pages of dialogue. Once I start forgetting my lines, I already had this discussion. Listen to this. I've been working lately, right? A lot of dialogue, a lot of stuff. And I'm already preparing to do the Brando. I'm not joking. Where I'm going to have stuff. I had stuff written.
Like the birds are my critic. That coyote is.
Hey, Michael, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah, I would love that actually.
But I'm reading some of the lines now and being able to do it. I know he put it everywhere, but I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, but if I don't remember anymore.
You do.
No, I'm great.
Yeah, it gets
but
to
it's
a point.
starting to get me a
Yeah.
little bit.
You'd think people say that we kind of work that muscle so much that we'd be able to absorb a lot of stuff. It's just it comes in and out. It goes boom boom like when you're done. So it's not like it's long term memory. It gives us short term memory.
Yeah.
Because you throw so many things in, then you got to get rid of it to put something else in there right away.
Yeah, I can't remember if I think of a name, a second later the names. I forgot.
That's me all the time.
You too. All right.
You almost got to repeat it and go. Oh yeah. Then anyway, after that, yeah, she got strangled. There was not Nina, Nell. She got killed too. Which was trying to kill me.
Bad.
She got killed.
Nell was bad, and she tried to act like I slept with her. Remember that?
Yeah,
and,
yeah. You're canoodling with her mother, who Nina.
That's her mother. I don't know anything, dude. I just play the moment.
You got to know that.
I play the scenes as well as I can in the moment. Listen.
No, hold on a second. Nell tried to kill me. Yes.
Yeah.
Yet you are dating her mother, who defends Nell.
Yeah, but it was a different actress.
So that is like you said. That's the other thing too. Is like you're not seeing this. I haven't commented this in the show. The character hasn't said, "Dad, don't you realize that girl, the mom that you're dating's daughter, tried to murder me, kidnap my child? Like, and she's trying to say like to Willow, this girl, she should like to try to tell my son that Nell's her actual mother. Like, wake up and see how messed up that is."
Chad, you do know this is
I'm getting a little upset right
yeah,
now.
this is acting.
Sorry.
That's acting, and then there's real stuff.
But I'm saying that's what reason why I got upset about it.
No, I get it.
She died, and then now Willow has cancer.
I
So
understand,
I'm
but that was kind of a long time ago with a
right.
different actor, so you kind of have to. Yeah, but look, it's all good. We've had great scenes. We're doing, I didn't like that much that you're coming after me, but now I kind of like it because it's giving us stuff to do.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it a lot, especially earlier on too, because like the conflict when it first arose, and hopefully we start to now soften.
But now I'm actually starting to go, do we want to soften?
Or have a different approach to it.
Yes.
Like something else, like,
exactly. Because there was something in the middle that kind of was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's your daily routine when you go into work, Chad? I know one of your favorite things to do is to go to shabu shabu.
Oh yeah,
and eat with me.
Mauricio sometimes go at lunch to go get this kind of one of those pot things where you cook oil in front of you. We like doing that. But yeah, I don't like being the first item up of the day.
I know you always complain about that.
Well, here's the deal. I like to be able to show up to work.
Right.
If I'm early call time, I don't like being the first one. Maybe like past like 10 because I'd like to get some food from like the commissary, come back and just eat and kind of just relax and get ready for the day. Not show up, block, makeup, film. It's like I kind of like to settle in. That's how I've always been. So I mean, if I wake up, I get out of bed. I get out of bed generally. Now we have a puppy, and so I have him in his little area. When
I think
sleeps.
my puppy can beat up your puppy.
No, I don't think so.
Oh no.
Well, mine's getting bigger and bigger by the day.
What kind of puppy?
It's a half Saint Bernard, half poodle. It's like not even four.
The Saint Bernard part can fight, and then the poodle part.
Well, poodle's got some.
Oh no, poodles are mean, dude.
It can be. No, like 4 months, and he's already he's getting pretty big.
Yeah, my dog's just little.
He's cute though. I like your
cute
dog.
as hell, but he's a little.
He just kind of sat there, just like teaching like this, looking at me like he was really he's a little awkward. He's a little socially awkward. I was trying to pet him, but he was like giving me no signs he was enjoying it. He was just staring at me like.
He doesn't. He just.
But he's cute.
He's cute. But he's like he doesn't know how to. And if you try to hug him, he doesn't want it.
Yeah.
He's like. Get away from me!
I like him though.
No, but he's black and head black and white. It's nice.
It's a cool pattern. But yes, the So that's generally then I go out there and I have to. Sometimes he misses his little pad and there's urine, so sometimes I'm cleaning up pee or poop. Yeah. And then I just hop in the car, get down there. I try to do everything. I try to sleep in as much as I possibly can. I'll feed the dogs and the cat, and then I get out the door. Yes, that's my
yeah. He's so great. I leave him here for as long as it's good. That doesn't even have.
How was the potty train? How long did
he's
you
great.
Potty train him?
But I had him in the beginning.
Yeah.
I took him out that's what I do with Kane. Remember Kane? I took him out like 6 times a day every time I take him out, take him
Yeah.
out, take him out.
True,
So he was trained early.
Yeah, that's why I got. It's hard to do because, generally it's we have I would usually leave the door open so he goes out when he wants
Yeah.
to. We have a cat in the house, so if we leave the door, he sprints out and like you never know what the hell's gonna happen. So we
Yeah.
gotta like when he has to pee, he like wants to go where he's at, goes where he's at. So
Yeah.
I could do a better job probably, but I try.
I'll teach you.
Oh, thanks, Maurice.
How's your heart?
Oh yeah, sorry, I gotta adjust myself. Let's cut this out. Cut.
No, you're good. Go ahead. You can't see it.
Dude, these pants are so tight.
It's all right then.
How's my what? My
Your
heart.
heart.
My heart. Okay, yes, I had the myocarditis thing a bit back. I don't know, man. Honestly, what's happened ever since then is I'm a little bit paranoid about my heart beating too fast. I always panic sometimes.
But nothing's happening in there.
I get ever since because I had that angiogram, I think it was called, was when they go up your artery and they go up to your heart and they see it. Ever since then, I get little things like if I ever feel like if you have like a burp or something like that, or your chest, I feel pain in my chest whenever I have to now. Like I think gas sometimes gets stuck in there differently. I don't know what happened, but
What were you diagnosed with?
it's acute myocarditis.
Oh, acute myocarditis.
What happened?
I just figured it out. You had acute myocarditis.
I got it.
Right. And
Yeah.
that's bad or not great?
It's better than severe myocarditis, I guess. It was just minor inflammation, but it felt like someone was stabbing me in the chest. It hurt so bad. That's what I told you. I said, I don't know if I said it in the last time we
Yeah,
talked
you
about
did,
this,
you
but
did.
Morphine couldn't even help me. I was like, this is so
That
much
much
pain.
pain?
Yeah, I was like writhing in the bed and like rolling around. It was hurt so bad. But yeah, I get paranoid a little bit more now. I need to get past it because I don't do much cardio and
Do
stuff.
you work out?
I do, but I need to get past it and move forward because I do feel like I get paranoid about my heart, even though it's nothing to do with cardiovascular. It's nothing to do with that. It's solely just an inflammation from an infection or other reasons that I don't want to get into right now. I don't know what it could possibly be, but it made my my heart get slightly inflamed.
But aren't you afraid that when you work out,
Well, no, because it has nothing to do with your
Oh.
your cardiovascular. It's just the heart was inflamed from some outside source. So my heart's pumping perfectly fine and everything like that. Everything's working well. It's just I just get still freaked out, because heart's
I would too if you had that much pain.
yeah. So
It's in a way, but not to bring in mental health in this, but it's kind of like anxiety. I'm not now as much, but I was terrified of another anxiety. Terrified.
and you don't want to do anything to set it off. You
Right.
gotta avoid
Well,
it.
that's how you should live your life, though.
Yeah.
You
the triggers you kind of.
Yeah, and you do everything you can so it doesn't happen.
I've actually just had an issue with this. I was talking to my girlfriend about this yesterday. There's certain triggers for everybody. This is I'm going to a whole different topic now, but
It's all right.
But you're talking about that, like taking a break from social media, for instance, for like a week and trying it out. Then you expand it because there's even triggers. Like if I go on Twitter or something like that, and or YouTube and watch like political videos, for instance, or things that are like what's
Yeah.
going on in the world. It puts me in a bad mood immediately, and then I start to like pick sides and arguments and like do this in my head and like why is the things I can't control. Jesus, a lot of that. Things I can't control, and it's like I have to. It's hard to do at times, but you have to step away from all these things, and also just not even if it's things that make you upset. I watched this podcast, and the guy was talking about how a lot of, especially young people now, having anxiety and depression and all these kind of things.
It's all over the place, man.
Because their dopamines are dopamine release. Everything's overstimulated.
Right.
It's constant,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
have no time of just sitting and just
100%.
being in your body and present,
100%.
because you see kids now. If there's a moment in their eyes. I do it too. That's the thing. Is like I'm a grown man, yet I have the attention span of like a child at times with this stuff. It's upsetting, and it just takes refocusing because I can sit there, and then right when like I feel like I'm about to daydream about something, like no phone, what's up? And then I like only scroll because there's new. They want to keep
Yeah.
there. New information keeps showing up. It's like new. Every time you slide down on Twitter or Instagram, there's always new things popping up, and it's dangerous because it's going to keep getting worse. New generations, shorter attention span. It's going to cause it's we're overstimulating our minds to the point where it's like we're zombies.
Well, Chad, you're 100% right on all that. But for me, I don't get that. It's almost to me like a creative distraction.
You are, but though, it's different because you're doing like this podcast.
Yeah, I get it.
So you're creatively fulfilling. It's people who aren't probably creatively fulfilled.
Oh, I see.
Or
I see.
I think that if there's you have outlets in your life.
I see.
That benefits you and your mental health. Some people, like, if I go through and I don't, there's a saying a man who lacks purpose, you might want to cut this way, reiterate this the right way. A man who lacks purpose distracts himself with pleasure. And I've done that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
And I've done that in my life a lot too. When you feel like you don't have much of a purpose or a drive or something grander than yourself you're doing, you just get stuck in just feeding your mind things to distract yourself because you don't want to sit there and go, man, my life, I don't feel like I've got much going on. It's like, so, but you have to.
Makes sense.
You have to sit in that because that's where you grow. You have to sit in that crap. Like, man, I need to do something to accomplish myself. Instead of like, oh, I'm going to play a video game or I'm going to do this to fill that void. Yeah. You need to fill your void.
That's probably why for me it's different. Yeah, I get you.
So that's a whole different.
All right, listen. That was a good little thing there. Before we go, I want to talk to you about relationships because Chris was on here, and everybody just says you seem like the kind of guy that could go through divorce, breakups, and everybody still loves you. I don't know. That just seems like I mean, you have that quality about you.
Yeah. Well, I didn't actually that again. The last relationship wasn't actually a divorce. It was a very complicated.
I know what you're
saying.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, people look at like what's up with this guy's relationship life. I just think a couple of them were at least public. Because they're also actors on the show. I mean, a lot of people go through a lot of relationships and stuff and go through ups and downs in their life to because things are right or they're not right. And you have to sometimes let people go as hard as it is because they like, you just know that it's your life's journey is not supposed to, it ended with each other at that point or.
Yeah, but the beauty of the from what she said was that I thought it was an honorable thing you did with her, where you knew she wasn't happy, and you said, "Just go," in a sense. Unless that's not the truth, but
well, look, there's well that's something that's far in the past. All I can say about that situation is I hope that she feels like decisions that she made were what's best for her and that she's genuinely happy. Yeah. That's all I really care about. I can comment much about anything else. I mean, I've had plenty relationships in my life that I hope, and the main thing I hope for is that they're in a better place than they ever were before. I mean, that's all you can really hope for. I have plenty of journeys and things that kind of sometimes can scar you and they change you as a person, but it's part of that kind of that amongst all that tangled web of mess, there's a breakthrough at the end of it of growth, but it's hard to see at times when it's so it's like a rope that's so tangled
right
up. Like,
but if the other person wants to growth or knows how to grow.
Yeah, but that's what I was kind of talking about before, is some people who they have such a tangled web of this cluttered crap from their past. Yeah. I mentioned distractions and stuff like that. People can easily just let it just constantly sit there. And I've done that, and I feel like to a degree I've done that still, and I'm trying to get better at that. But start pulling at those things and trying to take them. That's the sitting with it. That's the getting help. Yeah. That's the work is untangling all that stuff and really allowing it to change you for the better. Yeah. So that you don't make the same mistakes again. So that's why I was mentioning trying to not distract.
And how do you feel with a baby coming? It's going to change.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be an incredible father.
Thank
And
you.
I wouldn't say that if I didn't mean it. I wouldn't even bring it up.
No, yeah, I was I was talking about Luana about this too before I came here about like about us talking about this because I'm sure a lot of people obviously were shocked to find out. We were shocked to find out. It was obviously not. It was a surprise.
Surprise, right?
And I know my kid could probably watch this someday when I say that. But you have to understand though is I mean, I'll be honest. It was, but like it was interesting because me and Luana actually were praying, not knowing we're praying for the same thing at the same time, like praying to God, like help me to find a greater purpose in my life, because I feel like I've gone through that pathway a lot, no matter how it matters.
Yeah.
Of 6.
Was this before the baby that you were praying? Like
both of us, yeah.
Wow.
But we were. I don't know if we were. Not like well.
That's amazing.
Pray for a greater purpose because it happens to me a lot. It happens a lot. Like when you go through the same routine, when you live a life of routine.
Yeah.
Repeat, or living for the weekend or living for the break. Time goes by fast, and you feel like it's depressing. It really is. It's like what I meant by like a greater purpose. My purpose and my greater purpose isn't about just just being on a TV show or shows and making good money or something like that. That shouldn't be anybody's purpose. Yeah, I guess I felt like what am I meant to be? What am I meant to do to help not even to just affect those around me or like some grander purpose? Like I like help me find what this is. And she was literally doing the same thing unknowingly. We weren't really in a relationship at that time either when she was praying for it. And it's weird. It's like, people always say God works in mysterious ways, and it sounds mysterious to us, but it's perfect really in the long run. And I know that this is going to be my big purpose.
Damn.
I feel like it's going to change me when you're literally living your life. When you literally, the ultimate, I heard this too, when it's like your ultimate growth and is when you literally find somebody's in your life that you would completely die for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The selflessness of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, I feel like this child can be born and I can go and I'd be happy, but I obviously I know that I brought something so pure and beautiful into the world. Not just me and Luana, and I obviously want to be. I'm not saying I want to go, but I'm saying that's the kind of feeling. Like I feel like I did something or I contributed to something like so beautiful, and that's kind of what I feel this is going to be. It's hard still to wrap my head around. I mean, I have pictures from the seeing in the womb, and I saw like you see his eyes. And,
looks like a
creature.
I
like looking, you see, it looks like all tied up in there, but. Seeing that is so surreal, I still can't process it. Like, because again, it wasn't like something you go, hey, let's have a kid, and like there's a whole plan for it, and like a thing. So it's still like, well, it was a shock, but at the same time, it's like what a beautiful shock,
what a blessing,
and it's going to be a blessing that keeps on giving too. Yeah. And I'm going to realize that more and more as time goes on. I think she's due around September. It's going to be a whole adventure. It's going to be scary. It's going to be overwhelming. But, like, I just want to make sure that I give everything I possibly can to him emotionally, most importantly.
Yeah.
And that's going to be my purpose is to make sure that this boy, soon to be a man, is somebody that's going to change people's lives, hopefully in a positive way, and be just a
change your life.
Oh yeah, it's gonna definitely change my life. Sure. But I just that would be my purpose, is to raise the best man I possibly can, and that's why I say pray for a purpose, and there's no greater purpose than being a father or a mother. So you know what I'm saying, like it's.
I'm gonna wrap it up now because you couldn't have said a better 5 minutes than you just did. I'm not joking. Couldn't have. And I'm going to say this. I know we all probably, when we heard Chad was, going to have a baby, and there's, oh man, that's not going to, I don't know. He's, he doesn't, they didn't plan it, and it was this and that, and we all had our feelings about it. Even me, I ain't going to lie.
Yeah.
But I've talked to Chad quite a lot, so my feeling changed as it went on here. But after what he just said about this baby, I know I joke that he's like a kid and this and that, but there is a side to Chad that is a man. And the way he just spoke, this is going to be, I believe, the greatest thing in his life. I can just feel it. I can tell you. I feel it. He said it. The way he said it. The conviction. It's amazing because, you could think one way, and then at the end of it, you totally changed your thought on. And I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, it's going to keep growing and changing too. I mean, they always say that the father connects to their son or daughter when more so when they're out, when they're born, as opposed to. But like I said, I have a picture of his face on the from the scan, the inside the womb, whatever it was called, scan on the screensaver like on my phone, so I can see it every time. It's just kind of like. But that's just.
I think it is your purpose, man.
I would assume so, because sometimes I get complacent, kind of my routines, and you can't when you're living for something greater than yourself, it's a whole different ballgame.
Your whole. It's like. Kind of like what I've done with State of Mind and the purpose to help people with mental health. When you have that purpose, obviously I take care of my family first. But this other purpose, that's what you have now. Life is so grand when you have that purpose.
It is, but that's what you're talking about. I think a lot of people's depression or anxieties and stuff come from, especially nowadays. I do believe it's how you start your days, how you end your night, how you end your nights, and having something greater than yourself to take care of, or like you're doing things that make you feel fulfilled, as opposed to just repeating the same thing every single day. I mean, lifestyles change a lot of it. I mean, obviously there's things that you need medication for or whatnot, the things you can't control, but like people just being on stuff because they feel purposeless or not driven. That's something that, you just have to change your patterns. And I'm not saying that everyone has to have a kid or anything to grow, but I'll tell you what, having a child can make you grow really, really quick, and people, and that's what I'm looking forward to. I need it in my life.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, this is amazing. Thank you for coming again. Thank you for, this is the best. I think this is the best one out of the three. I'm not joking. State of Mind. Say bye to Chad. What's your last name?
Doodle. Also, congratulations on your 100,000 subscribers.
Oh, my 100,000, yeah.
It's right in front of my face. I can't help it, but congratulate you.
All right.